I'm not a big fan of the balance of performance of any kind of artifact like this. It's not the DNA at all of Formula One. Not balance of performance, but balance of allocation, and it's enough, said Vassar. So all this shit about Verstappen winning too much, everyone said that when Hamilton was winning too much, but you didn't hear Hamilton fucking bitching like he is now, do you? He's starting to sound just like a jealous fucking man. That's what he's starting to sound like. Jealous, just jealous. Oh, Max Verstappen's breaking some of my records. Oh, I'm not the big man in town anymore. That's really what it sounds like, just wanking. Because someone else has finally put them in position that Mercedes was in when Mercedes was winning every fucking race there was. I guess he forgot that? 7 championships? Did he forget that? Did he really forget that? He wasn't for changing all kinds of regulations and yelling at everybody then, was he? What the hell's going on? I followed him from karting. I follow all these guys from karting because I've been a Formula One fan my whole life. So karting is where the talent starts, okay? I think that, it's kind of weird. In the days of Patrese and shit, I used to watch these guys go at it all the time, and it was vicious. It really was vicious. And that was before regulations started overly exerting themselves into Formula One. And it was fun, and it was exciting, okay? It was more dangerous, but it was fun. It was exciting, and you didn't absolutely know who was going to win. Prost, you just didn't know who was going to win. And then, I started with Red Bull, right? And then it went to Mercedes, and now it's back at Red Bull. But before that, it was Ferrari. Ferrari had their times. I think it just goes in cycles. You hit upon that perfect combination in driver. So this is what in my opinion, this is what makes the difference. So I built, tuned, and drove all of my bikes. The Can-Am bikes, the drag bikes, my boats, my airplanes, because I'm an A&P. I knew all of my equipment inside and out. And when I flew, floated, or drove, or rode any of the vehicles that I had built, I knew just that minute, tiny little thing wasn't quite right. So I didn't have an engineer that I had to transfer that data to in a way that he understood 100% what I was saying. It was all, I was the engineer, I was the driver, I was the builder. And so I knew. Everyone's like, dude, your fucking bike is so fast. And I'm like, well, it's not quite right. And what I was really thinking in my head was, no, that pass was slow as fuck. This sucks. This bike sucks right now. So you see, Verstappen I think he communicates well with his engineer. You see the relationship they have is pretty open, I would say. So telling your engineer, this is what I need. This is what I need to go faster. The engineer understanding the content of what you said. How to take that content and then apply it to the car. So that when Verstappen gets back in the car, what he imagined that change doing is done. And now when he gets in that car, he has so much confidence that the car will do what he asks it to do. That is why they are where they are. Now, you can't regulate that, okay? And to attempt to do that would destroy Formula One. It would turn into fucking NASCAR, where they would, okay, well, we've run 20 laps and now we're going to stop the race and have everybody clump back up again because we don't have any way of making it exciting anymore. We've regulated it to a point where we have to have 5 races in one. There's just Verstappen and his engineer have figured out how to make that car fit Verstappen. That is what it is. Mercedes did it with Hamilton. And now they haven't. Now they can't. I think when Nikki died, that was part of the glue and the fabric of what made Mercedes what they were. That's what I think. I think Nikki was a big part of that. And when he left to go do other more magnificent things in the beyond, that Mercedes lost something very valuable. So I don't know. Hamilton is just wanking. That's what it sounds like to me. It's what I'm hearing is wah, wah. I'm not winning every race anymore, and Max is making me look like I used to be. And man. Okay, dude, the kind of fucking money you're making. Shut up. Do you know how many race drivers in the world would like to be in your position? Huh? So just shut up, okay? Please. You're ruining your legacy is what you're doing. You're going to be remembered as a whiner.